During the long bitter war in South Sudan, when Omar al-Bashir's regime clashed with the SPLA or John Garang, the forest became both sanctuary and witness. They saw what men did. They remembered, and sometimes they acted. In a forgotten corner of Kajo Keji, hidden deep in the green heart of the bush, there lived an old man. He was quiet, not with the silence of fear, but with the stillness of knowing. Each morning he sat beneath the same baobab tree, his back bent like an old branch, a pipe smoldering in his mouth. Before him sat a simple roadside stand. Samosas, still warm, donuts, gently sweet, fruits sun-kissed, and on one peculiar day, a great clay pot of wild honey. Beside it, 2 jars, one for coins, the other for change, and a weathered sign, unwritten and true. Take what you need, leave what is owed. Conscience is the keeper of balance. No guard, no lock, just the old man watching and the bush listening. One afternoon, the war arrived. A unit of SPLA soldiers stumbled from the trees, dusty, hungry, their boots cracked from walking. Some took food, paid their dues, and moved on. But 2 young soldiers, cocky and cruel, mocked the silence. They stuffed samosas into their mouths. They scooped wild honey into their canteens, and they left barely a coin behind. The old man didn't move. He just watched and smiled. 1 kilometer down the road, the soldiers halted. There, right in the middle of the path, sat a clay pot. Same shape, same lid, full of honey. They stared, then they laughed, and they scooped more. 2 kilometers further, another pot, identical, untouched, waiting. This time, the air felt thick. The birds were silent, and the pot just sat there, too calm for comfort. One soldier panicked, raised his gun and fired. Bang, bang, bang. Honey and clay exploded into the air. The bush swallowed the sound like a prayer. They kicked the shads, they marched on. But the bush does not forget. 3 kilometers later, just before the next village, the pot appeared again, all full, watching. The same 2 soldiers fell to the ground, groaning, crying. One vomited thick golden syrup. The other screamed as honey seeped from his pores. They urinated honey. They defecated honeycombs. The unit froze. The commander, grizzled and tired of war, made a decision. "We go back," he said. Back in the village, the old man sat as he always did, beneath the baobab tree, puffing gently on his pipe. The commander approached, his voice low. "We wronged you, elder. We seek forgiveness. Tell us what is owed." The old man said nothing. He stood, walked to a nearby bush, plucked a few green leaves, dipped them in water, and sprinkled the soldiers twice. Their pain melted away like morning fog. The honey stopped, their bodies calmed. The war would continue, but they would walk forward whole. To this day, it is said that by the road in Kajo Keji, the old man's goods still appear. No one sees him, but the stool, the samosas, and sometimes the honey pot, they are still there. And no matter who you are, no matter what uniform you wear, you pay what is owed, because in the lands of the ancestors, the honey still follows.
In the silence of the forest, where the winds don't lie, an old man sat where the shadows sigh. A pot of honey, a pipe, a gaze, where no one dared to cheat the maze. His stall was humble, his words were none, but justice waited beneath the sun. A sign was written, plain to see. Take what you need, leave what should be. Soldiers marched with dust in their eyes, took what was sweet, ignored the prize. They laughed at the stall, left coins in jest, but the forest rose to lay them to rest. First came the pot, still and wide, full again though none supplied. Then came the pain, sweet turned sour, honey from their skin like cursed flowers.